Hey guys, it's Jared. I just want to make a quick video, if I can, talk a little bit about mid-October scouting. What to do when you're in the lull, the October lull. That's when usually all the bucks seem to disappear. They're usually away feeding on oaks, preferably white oaks, but they'll hit red oaks if that's all that's in the area. And you're just, I call it the slump, man, the October slump, and the next few weeks are really going to pick up. It's really going to get exciting in the woods towards the end of around Halloween and the first week of November. So right now is the perfect time to do some scouting that you haven't done before. Even on places that I've hunted for years, there's always places that I haven't gone into because I'm just real picky about going into places when I know there may be a mature buck in there. So this year I've scratched all that, and that's probably one of the best tips I can give you. Number one is try to do it before rain. That's probably the best thing you can do. That's the only way to do it, is watch the forecast. If you see some rain coming in, like we have some rain coming in the next couple days, it's not a whole lot, but it's going to be enough to kind of get your scent out of there. So don't be afraid to get in there and scout out some of the roughest looking areas on your farm or wherever it is you're hunting, because this time of year, mid-October, the bucks are sparring pretty hard. They're rubbing and they're scraping already. So what you want to do is you want to key in on scrape activity areas. You want to kind of watch the white oaks. If you have a mass crop or a bunch of oaks like I do this year, acorns everywhere, some pro tips that I've gotten is you want to find a main white oak tree that you can look at the ground and it looks like a rotor tiller's been through there, and to kind of focus your attention, because sometimes these deer, they'll focus more on one tree for a while and then they'll kind of move to another one, but there's always going to be food in there throughout the winter for them to eat, so they're not going to be hitting the corn as hard. The does will probably be hitting corn like they always do, and the young deer. So wait before rain, wear long pants, put your permethrin on, some kind of odor-free bug spray or bug repellent, so you don't get ate up with ticks and chiggers and whatnot. Wear boots, because in this part of the country there are copperheads and rattlesnakes and timber rattlesnakes. So just kind of be prepared. If you're doing some scouting, I'd kind of recommend taking a sidearm with you at all times, because once we move into the rut and into, say muzzleloading weekend and modern gun, like my key goal is to try to get it done before then, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen this year according to cameras. And that puts me on the subject of cameras. Move your cameras around. They're coming out of their summertime into the fall time, and right now their testosterone doubles from September 1st to October 1st, and it just keeps climbing. So these bucks are going to be up and moving around. They're going to be scraping, making territory, and on a windy day, if you can get a windy day, it's better, because you're going to make a lot less noise in the woods, and your success of, you know, you may jump a buck out of there, but he's probably not going to know what you are. And chances are he's going to come right back the next day, so if not later on. Also, shoot your bow. Make sure your bow's still keying in, because early season bow season, you know, you've hoisted your bow up and down the tree many times. And what I like to do now is, when I get up in the tree, is I like to go ahead and draw my bow in a couple different directions, and make sure that everything's secure on the bow. And you want to shoot it prior to going in, and make sure your bow, your sights, or nothing's got jarred loose or anything like that. So again, focus on the white oaks. You're probably going to have to do a lot of walking, and if you're fortunate enough to have a place to where there's not a lot of oak trees, then man, I'm jealous. But yeah, focus on the oaks. Go ahead and scent down real good before rain. Go in and just don't take a bow. I know I say that, and if you do that, you'll go in and there'll be like a 140, you know, jump up in front of you at 10 yards and probably look at you, and that's just kind of the way it goes. But the lighter you can pack, the better off you'll be. Load down your pack with, I like to take cameras and move them around. It's a good time to move around your climbing stands. Keep them moving, you know, that's to pattern the deer. Some other good things to look for on your property is look at the topo map from above. You can get on Google Earth and do that, kind of look at the topo of the area you're hunting. And what you're basically looking for is saddles where two ridges come together and maybe go down into a drain or down into a creek bed or something like that. And you'll notice right on the edge of the saddles is where bucks have always had a tendency to do a lot of territorial rubbing and scrapes. So look for old logging roads that they'll be scraping on, and maybe even put a go ahead and put a camera, or make a mock scrape and put a camera over it and just see how it does. But that's kind of what I've got for pre-season. Mid-October, you don't really want to, you want to have a plan, because when the gun hunters come in, the deer are going to be stupid. They're going to be after does and heat, and it makes it frustrating, because there's going to be people that they're going to come in on the property saying that Joe Schmo's aunt, baby brother give them permission to hunt there. So you kind of got to be prepared for alternatives, you know what I mean? So find you a couple good spots, and also find you some reserve spots, what I call backup, you know, because when gun season opens, I guarantee you there's going to be somebody sitting on the property line on one of the best places you have to hunt, or there's going to be people rolling in on four-wheelers, and it's just, it can become a nightmare. Gun season can. So again, I'm a avid bow hunter, and try to beat everybody to the punch, but it makes it tough when there's acorns like there is this year. So that's probably all I got for you guys for right now. Always be safe. Check your safety harnesses, check your stands, make sure, even on the summits, I've noticed if those little I call them hinge flaps. Make sure they're closed and not open, so when you're climbing the tree, that cable's not going to jump out of there and cause you to have an accident. Always have a cell phone ready. If you have signal, have an alternate plan. Let somebody know where you're going and where you're, if you're not back a couple hours after dark, to come looking for you. So have an emergency plan, have a hunting backup plan. Get out and look for rubs and scrapes, mainly scrapes, but they're rubbing right now already. I've seen quite a few right on the property line of all places. So I may do a little bit of that this evening, but for sure this weekend. And it's muzzleloading weekend coming up this weekend, so I'll probably do a good morning hunt and focus the rest of the morning on maybe walking around doing some scouting, because I've never really had a whole lot of luck in early muzzleloading season. I just never have. Not in this part of Kentucky. Now, central west part of Kentucky, I've had good luck muzzleloading season, early muzzleloading, but not here in central, south central, east central Kentucky. I haven't. So thank you guys for watching. Kind of a vlog tips video, and I'm about 10 minutes out from the farm, so I'm gonna get out and do a few things and hopefully see some deer. That's what I'm hoping for. Thanks guys for watching. Comment below, or like or don't like, or whatever you want to do, and just have a blessed day. Thank you guys.